Jagadev students, today we will study the chapter liberalization, privatization and globalization. You know student that after independence, that is our economic was taking the mixed economic system, that is the system of both capitalist as well as socialist economy, that is the mixture of both private sector and the public sector. But then also the dominance of the public sector was only that the main responsibility of industrialization or the economic development was goes to the public sector only. Public sector is giving doing the huge expenditure and the private sector is doing very less expenditure, and they are not ready to take the risk also. So because of there are so many reasons, our economic development was not at as we want. It does not have goes to this that extent. So our economy, we want the economic reforms. So we need more economic reform for the development of the country. So, what are the reasons of the economic reforms started in India? The economic reforms that started in India is that first is the poor performance of the public sector. You all know that public sector has given more importance for the industrialization or for the development of the country. That means the public sector is having the huge capital and he is ready to take risk also, and he's working for the public welfare. So we have relied more on public sector for the development of the country. But the public sector has not taken the responsibility properly, that is efficiently. Because of the poor performance of the public sectors, we are not making our country as a developed country, and still now we also are known as the underdeveloped country. The economic reforms whichever we have made for the development of the country was not taken seriously by the public sector, and whatever the work done by the public sector was not so much satisfactory. And because of the poor performance of the public sector, we need the economic reforms, more economic reforms for development. Next is the deficit in balance of payment. Another reason of economic reforms is that the deficit in balance of payment, that is our balance of payment are showing deficit. That is our imports are more, our exports are less. Even now for our basic necessities also we have to depend on other countries, that is we are not able to produce such goods in our country. And because of the deficit in balance of payment, our government is not doing properly, means we are not able to make our country economically developed, and our economic reforms are not we are gaining success. So that is why we need more economic reforms. The next is the inflationary pressure. Inflationary pressure, that is with the increase in the money supply, the price of the commodities are rising, and the prices are rising, but the quality is not rising. The goods which we are producing in our country is not of that much of good quality that we are getting from other countries. So because of the inflationary pressure also, economic reforms were needed. Now, fall in foreign exchange reserve. Another reason of economic reforms is that the fall in foreign exchange reserve. Our foreign exchange reserve was not much that we can export goods from other countries, and also uh, we have to rely. That is, we have to pay the interest also, that the loan we have taken from other countries for meeting our necessary expenditure. Because government is now facing the debt and he has to take loans from other countries, and it is making the burden on the government also. And our foreign exchange, our whatever the foreign exchange we have should be spent in the paying interest of loan from other countries, and also for export of goods from other countries. So that is why our foreign exchange reserve will fall. Because of this reason, we need economic reforms. Now, huge burden of debts. Our government is facing huge burden of debts because the expenditure of the government is increasing and the incomes are not increasing that much. So we have to do, we have for important things for our necessary expenditure, we have to take loans from other countries, we have to borrow money from other countries, and this becomes create the burden of debts to the government. गवर्नमेंट के पास इतना ज़्यादा बर्डन होता जा रहा था डेब्ट्स का, कि उसके जो खर्चे थे वो पूरे नहीं पा रहे थे, एंड उसके लिए गवर्नमेंट को दूसरी कंट्री से लोन लेना पड़ रहा था. जब दूसरी कंट्रीज का लोन हम चुका ही नहीं पाए थे, वी हैव टू पे इंटरेस्ट ऑल्सो. So the burden will be increasing and the government is facing huge burden of debts. Inefficient management. Definitely the economic development goes to the public sector, that we are giving more dominance, more importance to public sector, but public sectors are not working satisfactorily, not efficiently, and because of inefficient management. Government is the workers of the government or the officers of the governments are not efficient, and because of inefficient management, lack of interest, and also doing the work negligently, we are facing losses in the business, and we are not getting economic developments that we want. So because of these reasons, we need new economic reforms. We need the economic reforms which really helpful for making the country developed country. So the reforms, we need the reforms because of the poor performance of the public sector, deficient in balance of payment, inflationary pressure, fall in foreign exchange reserve, huge burden of debt and inefficient management. गवर्नमेंट के ऊपर हम ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट थे, पब्लिक सेक्टर के ऊपर हम ज़्यादा डिपेंडेंट थे, क्योंकि जब जैसे ही हमें इंडिपेंडेंस मिली, आफ्टर इंडिपेंडेंस हमें इकोनॉमी को डेवलप करना था, और उसके लिए उसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फर्स्ट वी हैव गिवन टू द गवर्नमेंट ओनली, पब्लिक सेक्टर ओनली, बट द वर्क ऑफ द पब्लिक सेक्टर वॉज नॉट सेटिस्फैक्टरली, and government sector, public sector will not get that much of success as we think. So because of the following reasons, we need economic reforms that really make the country developed country. And then when we start the new economic reforms, that is at the time of 1991, our economic condition was not so good. So our country is facing a huge financial problem, and the financial problem is that the burden of debts was government is increasing. Government is not having money to pay the necessary expenditures, to pay their to increase their revenue and to meet the necessary expenditures. For that, government has to borrow loans from World Bank, that is International Monetary Fund, International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. तो जब हमारे देश में इतना ज़्यादा हमें पैसे की प्रॉब्लम हो रही थी, फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस आ गया था, हमारे पास पैसा ही नहीं था प्रोडक्शन करने के लिए और भी दूसरे खर्चों के लिए, so we need to borrow money from other countries, and उसी के लिए फिर government has approached the World Bank. Government ने World Bank को approach किया, that government has asked loan from the World Bank, that is an International Bank for Reconstruction and Development. World Bank is ready to give loans to the country, but World Bank has put some condition. World Bank इंडिया को लोन देने के लिए रेडी तो हो गया, लेकिन वर्ल्ड बैंक ने एक कंडीशन रखी कि World Bank will give finance to the India only when he follow the following conditions, that introduction of new economic policy. वर्ल्ड बैंक ने कहा कि इंडिया को न्यू इकोनॉमिक पॉलिसी स्टार्ट करनी पड़ेगी, दैट इज द लिबरलाइजेशन, प्राइवेटाइजेशन एंड ग्लोबलाइजेशन, दैट इज the dependence on foreign sector will be decreasing. We have to give that chance to the private sector also for production of the goods. That is, many of the de-reservation of industries, many of the industries which are reserved for the public sector should be given to the private sector also. And removal of restriction of quotas and trade barriers should be removed. Trade barriers को हमें हटाना पड़ेगा, quotas और tariff को हमें खत्म करना पड़ेगा. So these are the things that World Bank has put to that India can easily get the loans when he follow the following condition. That is, he has forced India to start the new economic policy in 1991. That is the policy of LPG, that is liberalization, privatization and globalization.